Well, I'm here to talk about my book, The Kindness Diaries, where I took a vintage yellow motorbike and travelled around the world, relying entirely on the kindness of strangers. So I met all these unbelievable people, and one of them was a homeless chap called Tony, who put me up for the night. He protected me on the streets, he fed me, he gave me some clothes, and he taught me that true wealth is not in our wallets, but in our hearts. I didn't realise that people could be so good and so kind and have nothing on the outside, yet everything on the inside. I used to be a broker in the City of London, and I found myself to be very disconnected, pretty depressed, and no real sense of purpose. I guess I was living somebody else's life, so I decided that I wanted to try what it would be like to live my own life. And I watched the movie The Motorcycle Diaries, which is a romanticised version of Che Guevara going around South America relying on kindness. And after that movie I had, I'd say, an epiphany, and I realised that if he could do it, again just a movie, but if he could do it, I could do it, and I quit my job and started travelling the world. The motorcycle that I chose to do this journey with is a Changjiang 1978, so it's like a Ural, but it's Chinese, and it was very yellow, had a sidecar, and it would always break down. So when I looked at it on the internet, it looked like a good idea, but when I was actually driving it around the world, it wasn't such a good idea, because it kept on having malfunctions all over the place. But I used it because, like you mentioned, I watched The Motorcycle Diaries. It was something that I was inspired by. I've always liked motorbikes, the sense of freedom, but there were moments when I wished I did not have it. My trip around the world relying on kindness ultimately succeeded because I'm sitting here in front of you and I wrote the book, but there were many moments where people weren't willing to help. And to be honest with you, I understand that. There's no real expectation to be helped by a stranger. But I would go up to 10 people, 9 of them would say no, and 1 of them would say yes. You find that one person and you connect with that one person, and then magic happens.